change your heart, change your life, change the planet. Hi, Wolfie. Good morning. Hi, Wolf. Hi, Mama. What you doing, Mama? Cute, Mama. There's Foxy. Hi, Foxy. Oh, what's that? Oh, somebody brought home a Yule log cake. I'm gonna have some kale, some bananas, and some blueberries. It's my breakfast. I'm waking up to my old standby today, and then I'm gonna get into my day. So I'm gonna take you along with me and show you what I'm doing today. All right, here we go. Hey, cute little fox. Now that I'm done with my smoothie, I want to show you part of my dental routine. I've recently added a Waterpik to my routine. Cordless Waterpik. They're like 32 bucks, not that expensive. I used to have a Sonicare toothbrush quite a few years ago by Philips, and they're pretty good, but they're like 120 bucks, and mine broke a while ago. And I've heard that these guys are even better because they force water at high pressure between the teeth. Apparently it's better than flossing, better for your gums. So I've started doing this, water picking. But here's the key thing to remember. Don't put cold water in there. Oh my God. If you have any sensitive teeth and you put cold water in one of these guys, it's going to send you through the roof. The first time I did it, nearly killed me. So I put in water that's probably, I don't know, like 100 degrees, pretty warm. Maybe even a little bit warmer, and that feels good. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna take my teeth out. Oh, so sexy. And I still don't quite know how to use this thing. My mouth fills up with water, and I don't know what to do with it. Like if I open my mouth, then water starts like splashing out. But if I don't open my mouth, I fill up with water. Well, you'll see. Here we go. As you can see, I don't quite know how to do that yet. If you have any tips on how to do it better, please let me know, because I end up soaking myself every time. And the water container only holds about enough water for 30 seconds, so I fill it again and then do the back sides of my teeth. So I do the front sides and then I go back and do the back. All right, so give me some tips on how to use this. Thank you. Going to the post office to pay my rent and to pay the dentist for my teeth. Just about all the money I have made in the past 5 months is going into my teeth. Joy. One of my favorite things about the studio is the stairwell. It's only 4 stories high, but it's beautiful old millwork with these gorgeous wooden railings, big mill windows, and lots of brick. Really beautiful. I try to go up and down the stairs as many times as I can while I'm here working. Sometimes I sit over here and I'll do work. nobody ever uses the stairs, they all use the elevator, so I'm alone in here. I get to look out on the mountains and the dirty windows with the bat poop on them. Bat poop. This wall right here is over 20 feet tall. You can put a climbing wall in. I love this. That's my sister's studio right there. She makes jewelry in there. That's her card. You can check her out on Etsy as MVO. And the fourth floor is largely unfinished. Little by little, they've been finishing it up. And this was just a complete empty space in here when I got it. And it's not done. I keep reworking it and rebuilding it. So it's largely unfinished because I keep changing my mind about what I want to do with it. And it's in a state of disorganization right now because I just had to repaint the floors. There was some water damage and it ruined the floors, so I had to fix the floors and repaint. So all my stuff's up against the wall. And there's the couch where I've been making a lot of my videos of late. This is my wall of windows, which I took all the windows out a couple days ago, and I've been reglazing them, fixing all the glaze on them because they're old windows. Now I got to put this board in right there and fix that spot. Because if I'm going to have people in here, I don't want the panes of glass falling on people's heads. So I'm going to fix that and then finish that wall once and for all. Shoved everything over here while I'm working. My throne. And this is my film area. Once I finish all my projects, this will be turned into my film studio again. This is what I'm currently working on right now. It's my treadmill desk. I took this treadmill and I hacked off the top and made it the same height as that wall right there, actually a little shorter than that wall. So the treadmill is going to go into that corner. And then I'm going to take this large tabletop here, which is 7 feet long, and that's going to go all along this wall and then rest on top of the treadmill. So on this end, I'll be able to walk on the treadmill at a slow speed while working on the desk, and I can still look outside or I can look through my wall of windows. And then the desk down on this end will be high enough to stand up at. If I don't want to be on the treadmill, I can stand up while working because I don't believe in sitting down anymore while working. And I also have a really tall drafting stool, which I've put somewhere, I'm not sure where. So if I do want to sit, I can use that. And this is my storage area over in here. I built all these shelves. Basically, I built everything in here. Built the bookshelves, except those two bookshelves in the back. It's a lot of the books that I read and reference. I got this old staircase on wheels that somebody was throwing out, so I made a little storage area up there. And got a TV so I can watch movies on my spin bike. It's so cheap to get a flat screen TV now. And this is the sound studio that I made, and I'm in the process of covering the panes of glass with I got some light filter, like plastic that's kind of got a beaded look to it. So it allows light to pass through and diffuses it, but you don't get like the direct light bulb in your face. And I've got to do that with this door as well. And basically I built a soundproof room. And you may notice the sound change when we come in here. And currently I have a bed in here because it's so quiet that sometimes I take naps but I built, these walls are about a foot thick, with free foam that I got, and comforters and quilts from Goodwill and Salvation Army. And over here I built this wall like 6 inches thick out of old carpet remnants. I also found some free memory foam. I did the ceilings with many layers of foam and quilts from the Salvation Army. And it's eventually going to be where I will record some audiobooks and do some really cool sound studio stuff. So that was pretty inexpensive to build. A lot of the lumber was reclaimed, and a lot of the comforters and whatnot were just, like $2 or $3 a piece, or sometimes less at yard sales. And the carpet remnants were really, really cheap. I get like 10 of them for $1, and I did the outside with carpet remnants as well. And I'm using this as a little temporary desk now to work on while I work on the treadmill desk. And then I'll get rid of this, clean this area up to get the film studio going again. Sometimes I like to film with the brick walls. And this room has, you can reference that chair. Well, the chair is actually on top of an old dolly. But these ceilings are 15 feet high. So anyway, it's a mess right now because I'm redoing everything. That's kind of the way my brain works. I love to, I don't know, tear things apart and put them back together and reinvent them and repurpose them. Oh, and a lot of the stuff in here, I got for free. Like that chair over there and the little chairs next to it are all free on Craigslist. That table, free on Craigslist. This chair, free on Craigslist. This oak round table, free on Craigslist. All this stuff over here, free on Craigslist. All the windows for free. And this guy is a light box that I built. Took an old photo stand and got poster board. It's like the foam poster board. Got it at the dollar store, so 3 sheets total. Then I got baby crib sheets. These are for a baby's crib, on top of 3/4 inch PVC pipe. Like I made a PVC pipe border, put the baby crib sheet over it, then built the foam board cover, and it just pops off. And I've got like a couple, three of those clamp lights that you can get at Home Depot with some really powerful daylight bulbs in there, and that makes a really nice diffused light box. And the whole thing, the lights were the most expensive thing. They were like maybe $10 total, the clamp light and the bulbs, but then the rest of it, PVC crib sheet and poster board, were maybe only $7 in total. So there's like $37 right there for a really nice powerful light box, which gives beautiful diffused light for my videos. Now some of you may be wondering why I created a light box. Why don't I just do videos in natural light or just the light in the room? Like, why do I have to fake it up by having a light box? Well, as you can see right now, I have been blessed, or cursed, depending on how you look at it, with a very strong, bony face. That is my genetics. Something I've not been happy about most of my life, but I have a really strong brow ridge and nasal bridge and cheekbones and sunken jaw, and it's really dramatic, and it doesn't play well with light. My eyes are usually in shadow. In fact, when people take pictures of me outside, it's hard to see my eyes unless I'm facing the sun. So I created a light box so you could see my eyes better and connect with me, and it fills out my face more. People with flatter faces don't have that problem, but when you look like, what did somebody say in one of my videos? It looks like Skeletor and Alien had a love child. That's how they describe my face. Isn't that nice? People are so nice to me on YouTube. Anyway, here, check it out. So if I swing the light box around, whoa, probably take the camera a moment to adjust to the new light. But you can see my eyes now, it fills out the shadow. Because with overhead light and a really strong brow ridge, my eyes just disappear. And eye contact is really important for connection. So when I make my videos, I always have to face towards the light. So this is something you don't see, but for every video I do, I'll turn the camera on and then I'll face the 4 cardinal directions and say, 5 seconds of something, and then look at the video and see which one shows my eyes the best. And then I'll shoot the video in that direction. May seem kind of crazy to you, and if you don't have a face like mine, you probably don't have to worry about it, but this is the face I got, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I want to talk about perfectionism just a little bit. Get a little conversation about that, because it's one of the big challenges that I've been having, not only in life, but with the studio. And the reason that it's not finished after a year and a half, because I keep changing it and modifying it like it's in a constant state of flux. I keep working on it. I do a lot of work in here, but I spend an equal amount of time working on it because I've been trying to create the perfect space. And that can be a real problem, because as Voltaire once famously pointed out, perfect is the enemy of good. Now, there was an Italian economist called Vilfredo Pareto. It's a great name. And he came up with what is now known as the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, where 20% of your effort in life, in anything, is going to give you 80% of your results. And conversely, 80% of your effort is only going to give you 20% of your results. So when you're starting something out, starting something new, it's really easy, like an exercise plan or changing your diet. You get excited in the beginning. It's new. There's novelty. And the learning curve is not that challenging yet. There's a lot of access to getting the information you need. Just like playing a piano or a musical instrument, you start making progress pretty quickly. But the more you do something, the closer you try to come to perfection, the more effort is required and the smaller the gains are. So you reach a point of diminishing returns. For instance, to become a chess grandmaster, the amount of effort and time required to reach that level is so enormous. And you might only get this much better than the next best person in the world, but it might take you an additional 10,000 hours to get there. I think it's something like 20,000 hours of time and practice playing chess, deeply focused, in order to achieve that status, chess grandmaster. Now, the guys just beneath you, this far beneath you in a game of chess, they practice 10,000 hours. So you have doubled the amount of time and yet made this much progress. So perfection is probably not achievable anyway. It's an illusion, because the closer you get to it, the more effort and time is required, and the smaller and smaller your gains are. When you first start something, 1% of your effort gives you 99% of your results. But the longer you do it, the more that switches over, until eventually you're working your butt off endlessly and seeing either no results or very, very, very small results that are barely measurable. Right? So perfection is the enemy of good. Now, Voltaire also said that good is the enemy of great. Now, people think it's Jim Collins that said that in his book, Good to Great. And he did say it in that book, but he was quoting Voltaire. Voltaire was an amazing French philosopher who is one of my favorites. If you haven't read any Voltaire yet, I highly recommend that you do. Genius. Anyway, good is the enemy of great. What does that mean? It means that when things are good, you're comfortable. There's no need to change anything. Why improve if things are good? If you're happy, why do anything different? Why fix what isn't broken? And I don't think that's a problem. I don't see a problem with good. But a lot of people do. Good is not good enough. great is what we need. And if we're just content with being good, well, we're never going to get there. And there are many people, you may know some of them, you may be one of them, who are just really happy in life and they're not accomplishing a whole heck of a lot, but they don't care because things are good. And then you have people who have a lot more, who accomplish a lot more, and they're never happy because good is not good enough. And they're constantly striving towards greatness. And what they're eventually going to find is that greatness is not going to be satisfying either. Because when you become great, when you put those 10,000 hours in, you're eventually going to bump into somebody who's put in the 20,000 hours, the Grand Master, and you're going to feel inadequate and inferior next to them, and you're thinking, great is not so great. I need to be the best. The best, singular. I'm the only one. So how do I become the best? Well, I've got to get better. So you work on doing everything you can to constantly improve and better yourself. But when you're looking at life from the perspective of I need to be better or do better, what you're saying is that I am not good enough right now. Who I am right now is inadequate. Who I am right now is not capable of winning the love and affection or respect or admiration that I so desperately seek. I can't get that until I'm the best. When I'm the best, then there'll be no competition. Nobody will be able to steal away that affection that I desperately need. Because I'm the best. I'm the richest, I'm the fastest, I'm the biggest, whatever. So we continually strive towards better until we are number one. But there's a problem with that. And this is what I've come to realize. This is not a quote from Voltaire, this is just my understanding now. Better is the enemy of best. Because better is about measurement. Better is about judgment. Better is about, I'm here, and it's not good enough, and I want to get over there, and I'm just going to be miserable and suck it up and deal with this inadequate self all along the way. And you're always in a state of, I'm not good enough yet. Comparing yourself to others, comparing yourself to yourself. You see, best, if you really look at it, it comes from the Old English bot. And bot means to remedy, relieve, help, or atone. Okay? Atonement. Now, what does that mean, atonement? It means to be at one. In fact, if you look at the word atone, it's actually a mispronunciation. Atone is a contraction of the words at and one. At one. Atone. Atone means to be at one with others. So best does not mean to be number one. Best means to be one with others. And if you're constantly comparing, if you're constantly judging, if you're constantly rating and ranking and continually trying to prove yourself to others, you're not at one with them. Being at one with each other, being at one with yourself, being part of the group, not being the most noticeable person in the group, but just celebrating each other, celebrating each other's uniqueness and similarities, not judging, but just enjoying their strengths, supporting their weaknesses. That's what it means to be at your best. Best is not about measurement, that you are on the top. Best is about letting go of measurement. Your best self is the self that no longer compares. Your best work is the work that you do when you're not worried about what other people think. And you're not even worried about what you think. You're fully immersed. You're at one with the work, with the experience, with the process, not the result. So, lesson to me, let it go. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop worrying about even finishing this place. Just enjoy the evolution, enjoy the creativity, enjoy the inventions and collaborations and all the other crazy stuff that goes on in this space. Be at one with it. Like me today, showing you that the place is a disaster. I've been embarrassed to show you this place. Here it is. Missing windows, missing teeth. It's all good. And this is me at my best, where I don't measure the number of teeth in my mouth or the number of windows in my walls. But maybe I am worried a little bit about the shadows in my eyes. Anyway, that's what's going on today. That's what I'm thinking about when I walk in here and I give you a tour. Those are the thoughts that come to mind. So I'm going to work on my windows now and maybe work on the treadmill desk a little bit. Can't wait to show you that when it's done. And then I'm going to head home, have a big salad, and pop this video up for you. And I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope that you're finding some good in your life. And I hope that you're allowing yourself to experience your best. Okay? I love you. See you tomorrow. As you were just watching that video, you're probably wondering, what is this power bar box doing behind me? Oh my God, does Tim eat power bars? Oh no, we caught him in the act. Well, guess what? Power bar must have been watching my videos because they started to make fruit squeezies. Yes. So you no longer have to be caught eating baby food now. You can eat Power Bar's version of baby food. This is pear, apple, peach. Guess what? It's made with real fruit. Yum. And I think this came with 2 varieties. What was the other one? Which I already finished. Apple, mango, strawberry, and pear, apple, peach. So it's really good to see that Power Bar is also considering fruit as a fueling source. So when I'm traveling on the road, I often get those guys. I got them at like a Costco or something, super cheap for that 12-pack. And then right here, I also have some strawberry applesauce, which again is a good travel food, or sometimes when I'm in the studio. As you can see, I just had one. I'll nosh on that instead of trying to keep fruit in here and having fruit flies all over the place, or just being gone for a couple days and having the fruit go bad. So that allows me to continue fruit noshing. Anyway, that's why you saw Power Bar behind me.